because I'm a thinking being. It's a solution for the skeptic problem. So I appreciate it a lot more in that way, but to each their own taste. So slide 11 is where we really start getting our hands dirty. Immanuel Kant arrives. They always ask me, who's your favorite philosopher? And I always say Immanuel Kant, because Immanuel Kant got it wrong. That's my answer. Everything starts with Kant, wherever you want to start. Ethics, you start with Kant. Well, you don't start with Kant, but it's a major step. This man wrote, and he was very influential. You want to do ethics, you want to do science, you want to do logic, you want to do whatever it is, you have to mention Kant. Kant has written these two influential works, among others, The Transcendental Idealism and the Critique of Logic. And in the first one, in the Transcendental Idealism, he draws a differentiation between what objects really are, and we've mentioned this in a previous room, I'll repeat it. What the reality of an object is, the absolute true reality of that object, and our impression of it. So remember, keep in mind, there's this empiricist camp and then the rational camp and the skeptics here in the middle trying to push one agenda over the other simply because they're finding solutions for their questions. So now Kant is like, okay, hold up, let's draw some lines here. There is the thing in itself, the identity, the properties of the thing as they really are in reality. And we will call this the noumena, the nomena. This is exactly the truth. But Kant says, we must not forget that our senses, our language, our minds, our mathematics, our intuitions of space and time and geometry, etc., all of these, we are using them to know the world. And so every input that comes from the world is being translated by those tools. And once this translation happens, we can never be sure whether we lost some input or not. And so he posits that there is loss of input, of course. And since there is loss of input, we can never access the truth with a big T. The noumena, the thing in itself. This is not accessible. What you can access is studying the phenomena, what you see the thing to be. And I remember John Mallinckrodt and his famous line, science doesn't access the truth, science plays with models. Am I faithful, John?
That's close enough.
That's close enough. So this is the idea. So this is the first distinction Kant draws. And this idea is called phenomenalism. Okay, and it has, it went to sleep for 100 years and then it woke up in psychology when psychologists first started studying the human mind or the human brain, whatever it is that you want to call it. This phenomenalism school kind of woke up in that field. More on this later on. So this is the first distinction between the thing in itself, the noumena, and the phenomena, whatever we can access from that thing.